All right, good morning, everybody. I'm going right to YouTube on this, so my first time ever doing it like this. So, morning. Just want to make my video for Gabby. I find out that I'm better doing videos than I am putting words together on a piece of paper because I'm just very passionate, especially when it comes to why I like being a coach and why I joined this team. So I figured you guys would get more value if I put it into a video. So here we go. So for those that don't know my story or how I became a coach, I started with Beachbody it'll be six years this year in August. I borrowed the Insanity DVDs from a friend, and I quit in April after I started, and I started again in August and haven't stopped since. So since August of 2012, I'm sorry, I'm coming up on my 5-year anniversary. August of 2012, I've been doing Beachbody programs, and up until 2 years ago, I was never in a challenge group. I've never once had a coach ask me to become a challenge group, and I was posting on social media 3 years ago. I never was asked to be in a challenge group. I was never approached about the coaching opportunity. So my first 3 years, I would just get the different programs, and honestly, I had some bootleg programs that I didn't even buy. And my first program that I bought was Max 30 in 2000 and I'm sorry, I bought Asylum a long time ago, but then I bought Max 30, and then I kept seeing at the end of the workouts, Beachbody Coach. So one day, just without anybody inviting me, without anybody reaching out to me, I just signed up to become a discount customer. Didn't even get Shakeology for the first year. So in 2014, signed up to become a discount coach without anybody asking me. So just imagine if I've never had anybody sign up under me or through Michelle's account that just signed up on her coach as their own. We will have people converted or whatever. So signed up to become a discount coach 2014. Got assigned to some lady who I had never met that lived in Oregon. Her name was oh my God, Lori. I think she's a 2-star diamond. So I got assigned to her back in 2015. I'm sorry, 14. She reached out to me a couple times about becoming a working coach, and I never responded. So finally, I responded back to her, what do I need to do? And it wasn't because I was following her on Facebook or social media, because I wasn't. She was just a person that I knew from her reaching out to me. So I just thought, I would just reach out to her because that's who the person I was supposed to. But I wasn't socially connected. I didn't relate to her story. So it was just, that's what I thought was the right thing to do. So that's in 2015. Became a coach, started selling. My first 3 months I hit Success Club 10 under this coach. Didn't really know too much about Success Club, becoming Emerald. I did become Emerald only because she had told me about a month in. So basically I had no connection with my coach. I was just out there. I wasn't posting on social media that well, but I was having amazing results because I was still early in my journey. Through some personal issues and some stuff, I quit coaching probably the end of 2015. I was still doing the program, still doing the personal development. That has never stopped, but I really wasn't doing the inviting or anything I should be doing at the time. Nowhere near where I'm at now. So I stopped. Michelle and I reconnected, and Michelle told me about Gabby. So I was like, at the time, I was going to get back into coaching anyway, because I was just ready again, and it just burned inside of me because I had some pretty good success. So I was really looking to get back into coaching, but I didn't want to go with the coach from Oregon because we had no connection. She was a mom of 2 or 3. We were always off on our time zones. I just really had no connection with this woman whatsoever. So Michelle told me about Gabby, and her coach. And I said, well, let me. It was weird because I was kind of like looking around, like I felt like a free agent, where I was like, I'm gonna pick the best coach that I feel the most comfortable with. And I had been following the Denise and David, the De La Rosas. I had been following them a little bit on social media now. And at one time I wanted to go under Tanya Barron. I was looking at her as being, becoming my coach. So there was a couple people that I was just following through social media that I thought I was going to just message them and say, listen, I'm going to sign up under you. How do I go about the process? And not knowing at the time that I had to wait 6 months. So I had to wait 6 months. So Michelle, I remember my first conversation with Gabby, who did it by the book 100%. Said to me, reach out to your old coach, which is what I did. And then if she's not willing to help you, then, we'll go from there. But she never pressured me. She went strictly by the book and strictly professional for me to come, aboard Team Advent. So honestly, I was gone. I was gone from my last coach. I didn't even reach out to her. I just canceled my membership. And then I started working, with Gabby. And the thing that got me with Gabby was that I liked the fact that she didn't, try to reel me in or just, say, listen, come join my team. She had that honesty. She had that integrity, which is really what I was looking for. And I know Michelle was having some pretty amazing results in her business, and she was looking to get back into it. And then I just remember being on the calls, and like I remember Rudy was on there, and Carolina was on there. I just remember some of the faces, and I remember everybody just seemed like a family on these team calls. So I was like, wow. And everybody kind of lived in New York and had that New York attitude. And I really related to everybody that I saw on the call. So I was just immediately drawn in. So I waited the 6 months, and November of last year, 2016, is when my 6 months was up and I became an official member of Team Advent. But like I said, what made me join this group was just how Gabby treated me with respect, but didn't come at me and say, listen, I want you to join, and blah, blah, blah. She went strictly by the book. So, I really appreciate that, Gabby, and it made me realize that this team has integrity. And I just remember that first team call I was on. I hadn't even deactivated my account, but I just remember like that first team call I was on, and I was like, holy shit, like all these people that want to share these same goals. Because remember, I did my first 3 years of my Beachbody journey by myself. I worked out in my room. I would post on social media once in a while, but I never knew of this great community and family. And now, this team has become, like my second family. So I never knew about that my first 3 years. And could I be farther along in my business and in my life? Probably, if I had connected, but it is what it is. Everything happens for a reason, and now I'm here on this amazing team, and really looking forward to what the rest of this year has, and going on in the future. And I think the reason why I like to pay it forward, because I've kind of struggled in my whole life of what I wanted to do. I've always loved to help people, and I've been in the management ranks now, and I consider myself a leader for the past, I've been doing management for 14 years. I love working with people. I love working with customers. But I didn't capitalize on my strengths. And my strengths is that I love to work out. I love to work out. I love to wake up. I love to do a program. I spent a lot of time in the gym, kind of not knowing what I was doing, but I showed up every single day, and I show up every single day for my workout. So that's my passion. That's what I love to do. And struggling with my weight when I was back in high school, now, I really want to pay that forward, because I don't want to see anybody go through what I went through. And even growing up with up and down and the weights, and not knowing what to eat and thinking you're doing the right thing, but you're not really doing the right thing. And that's why I really want to pay it forward, because I want people to have the information, have the knowledge, And I just cringe when I look around and I see what, you know, people are eating, what people are putting into their bodies. And, you know, if I can help anybody. And I just, you know, like what Beachbody has done and this group has done and being on this team has done is that, you know, even like my normal Saturday mornings years ago when I had to go to work would basically be waking up, sitting on the couch, kind of, I wouldn't say dread going to work, but I wasn't all gung-ho about going to work. I would do my workout and then I'd go to work. But now it's like, holy shit, like my mornings are like this morning, I did a class at the park at 7 o'clock, came home, I had an hour conversation with a lady that just signed up. She was part of a 30-day free trial that we had, and she's just signed up this morning. I got some amazing conversations going on with some people, you know, that are looking to start their journey. Now I go to work, and my work life, believe it or not, is better. And I know that sounds weird because I do eventually want to leave the corporate America, but my work quality is so much better. I don't get stressed. And I go to work, I do my job, which is being a manager 100% to the best of my ability, and then I go home. I mean, I can tell you guys, I spent 12, 13, 14 hours a day. I would skip meals. I always got my workout in because that was always easy for me, but it wasn't healthy. You know, I was, you know, taking the time away from my family, taking time away from, you know, Michelle. But now that's all changed, and that's all due to Beachbody. So yes, I want to leave my corporate job one day, but I can tell you guys, I'm the happiest person at work. I smile, I laugh, I'm not miserable. I don't dread going to work. And that's all, you know, because of Beachbody. So that's the reason why I joined. I joined this team. Like I said, you guys are my second family. I'm really excited for the rest of 2017. I gotta say, I'm not where I want to be in my business, but I know it's a marathon. So I never stop inviting. I never stop having my conversations. I never stop my workouts. Personal development for me and my workouts, it's like breathing. I just got done, what's really amazing about this, and now I'm like going on, but what's really amazing about this whole journey is that I thought I had like my nutrition and my health good, like, you know, like I thought I was a good place. And then going to the event in Philly, Daniel Natoni recommended a book called Sleep Smarter, and I just got done listening to it, and I'm like, holy shit, like I gotta change a bunch of shit now. And it's really, really exciting because just when I thought I was here, now I'm back down here, which is fine. Now I need to get even higher because there's a lot of stuff I want to do now. You know, with my diet, I gave up carbs, and there's just so much stuff in this audio. So if you have a chance, I would highly recommend it, but just be wary. It's going to take you to places where you never thought, because we all think we're doing the right thing with our sleep and what time we work out and what we're eating. And based on what your goals are, you know, you may have, it's going to be really eye-opening, and it really was for me. And there's a lot of changes I want to put in place. Obviously, I can't do it all at one time, but I'm going to really put some changes in place so I could just get to that next level and be a better person. So that's all I got. Thanks everybody for listening. And Gabby, once again, I want to thank you for, you know, welcoming me to the team. And, you know, I really appreciate all the help that you've done for myself. And obviously, I appreciate everything you've done for Michelle. And I want to thank Michelle for introducing me to Gabby, because she had asked me a year prior, and I turned down because I was very loyal at the time to my old coach. But, you know, 1 year later, we connected, and I guess the rest is history. So thanks for listening, and everybody have a great Saturday.